Good evening, Gina's here. I'm currently in Utah and in my hotel room. So earlier I opened Akashic Records when we were waiting for our rental car, and I think this message is so important that I want to share with you. So this video is going to be a little bit long, so but I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to share with you, so you can decide whether you want to stay for this video or swipe away, because not everybody are feeling that, but I feel like most people are if you are watching my video, you're probably feeling this way. So I call this video called the biggest jump era. Okay, biggest jump era. So just show you a little bit of my notebook look like here. I usually don't take notes, but there are too many informations here that I don't think I can kind of like, if I'm channeling, if I'm currently channeling, I probably just gonna go with it. But when I open Akashic Records, I basically will write down what they tell me. Then I kind of go back there to understand and interpret this message even deeper. They call it unpack, right? So I'm a channeler. I'm a healer. I'm also human. I don't know. Sometimes I was just joking that I'm an alien, but maybe I am. Maybe you are. We all, right? So where are we even gonna start, right? How do you guys feel these days? Do you guys feel like, how about I tell you guys how I feel, okay? Then you see whether you are like resonating what I'm feeling. Then maybe you want to watch this video completely, or I don't want to waste your time. So like personally, before I tap into the Akashic field, the Akashic records is 12 dimension library. It has all the information from past, present, and future. So future is not set, especially now. Actually, in the Akashic records is all like golden, changing, shimmering, shifting, because many people's record are being rewrite right now. So this is very exciting moment, but exciting moment and changes. A lot of people don't like changes, right? As Gemini myself, my life is constant change, so I'm pretty much more used to, but still have a lot of surprise. So in my life right now, I feel like my feeling is, the reason I opened the Akashic Records is because I sensing something I don't have answers. So that's why I use Akashic Records to answer my questions. So what I am experiencing, or was experiencing, is that like sometime I make the video, before I even finish the video, a lot of things I already change how I see that the content I'm even producing. Sometimes not be this exaggerate, but let's say today I feel this way, let's say I didn't make the video, and the next day I want to make that video. When I woke up and make a second day, I just realized that the information that resonate with me or I want to share today, I almost feels like it's already old information that I'm already over that information. There are more information is coming, so it's like information changing, shifting so fast, and almost like before I wrote down here, before your thoughts arrive, you are already on a new one. So that's why also I make less videos these days, is because I'm like, okay, which one you want me to talk about? Because when I want to talk about this, I feel like I'm already onto something new that I haven't been solidified in my own language. So, and also we are so busy, right? Things moving super fast. And also you realize in your life, because like I said, if you watch my other videos, that we already actually your energy field, you already shifted to different dimension or realm or timeline, or however you all want to say that. But when you shift into a different level, you have different things to go through. So they have different triggers. Universe is going to bring different people, different things to see where you at, so you can move through, okay? But now you're moving through super fast. So as that part as well, that we all moving so fast, right? Now your thoughts is like said, before your thoughts even arrive, you already on a new one. That's the second part. And I'm not sure, I was not sure the reason. That's why I opened the Akashic records, because I want to know what's the energy update, what I'm experiencing, why I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing, right? I almost, when I go out there right now, I almost feel like I'm in a different reality. The way people see me, it's almost like you went to a new world. The people see you for the first time, and you're like, what? Why? I never felt, in the older timeline, that I'm already used to this type of, like they say, judgment or whatever things that people put in. I'm pretty comfortable. But then now, when you arrive a new timeline, almost a new energy you need to integrate, a new level of those judgments, or because they are the reflection of you. So if you, in the matrix, if you sense something different, if you sense have something different inside of you, universe will reflect, use other people to let you know that you're feeling something different inside of you. Is you will feel different things different outside of your world, which is your external world. All right, does it make sense? Okay, all right, so let's get into. And when I opened the records, they showed me the image. I had to Google it because I don't know how to say that specific term, but they basically showing me, use an example of, in the older days, people use those tools to launch the rocks, to shoot them, to attack the castle or village or whatsoever, right? Really, really older days. I don't know how to say that. So basically, correct me if it's wrong, called tribal sheets or tribal sheets, TREBUCHETS. Okay, this is a new word for me, but it totally makes totally sense. That's exactly what they're showing me. But okay, so I have to show you this picture. Okay, so you see the launch point, right? Let's say we all agree you are on an ascension journey, right? You being launched in the air. That's why you feel a little bit ungrounded, a little bit just like not sure where you are right now, and things are constant change, and you don't know how to put your hands on it. And that's the reason, is because you already shooting into the sky. Look, let's say, okay, you are shooting in the sky. Some people shoot this way, some people shoot that way, but we all launched at a certain point, and almost sometimes we launch different points. So in this process, there are certain things that we have to talk about, because you're gonna make so many sense, so much sense for you. Okay, so for how things works, number one, you gotta understand, if you are lighter, let's say we have two rocks, one's big one, one small one. Okay, when you use that tribal sheets to shoot it, the lighter one gonna move further, right? Go further, and the heavy one, when you shoot it, you will launch, land probably closer than the lighter rock, right? So what's that mean is, if you carry a lot of the heaviness, a lot of the things you don't let it go, you will not be able to launch further, because we all agree we all already launched. Okay, so now you want to make sure the whole video is help you to land a little bit further. Okay, because after you land it, you might at that spot for quite a while. So where you land is very important. Your position, your spot is very important. Okay, so how can help us to land further? So there are a few things that I'm going to talk about. First of all, of course, you already understand that if you're heavier, let's say you have a lot of attachments, have a lot of the forgiveness, judgment, we call it talk inner work. Okay, so itself, whether you're lighter and heavier, but all those points is all going to add into how can I be lighter so I can land further, right? So first of all is the distractions. Okay, so let's say, because for the things to work, the other side has to be heavier, right? So the heavy, so let's say the rock is this side, and there's big heavy things to shoot, the things go this way. So let's say if you have let's say if you have this rock, this is you, but you have a lot of things pulling you down. So when it launch it, instead you should be go this way, but because there's a lot of attachment, the baggage you have, you might only can land here. Does that make sense? So for you to be lighter, you need to release, to cut this attachment, cut this baggages, okay? Whatever the baggage would be, let's say, what if I leave? Would this person be okay? Would they be okay if I become different person, be the true version of me, okay? So those are all like, what will I be okay? So you don't let it go. Almost like people say you need to, like, it's time to launch you already, like, let's say we are move the tent, right? The tent has 4 points, but when we you need to fold the tent, you need to pull all those anchor points out. But if you don't release this anchor point, you might can, if you drag it, like, you know, how to say that, like without the pulling this anchor point, it will be, you might break the tent, and you might only can drag 2 points, or depends on which side you are pulling. Does it make sense? So the whole thing I'm talking about here is that, okay, is there something that you still holding on, you're not letting go, okay? So this is very important. And the second part, as you look at this picture, there's little arrows here. Those are meaning the distraction, okay? So let's say you already know, you're like, okay, past, all right, you mend a lot of relationship, you have forgiveness, you do inner work, you don't judge yourself, you don't care how people judge yourself. But when you are shooting out in this process, which is you are very sensitive because you don't know where you're gonna land, you don't even know what's going on. Maybe this video gonna help you know what's going on, but hopefully after you know what's going on, there's a lot of distractions. Let's say you already launched and all of a sudden somebody made some comment, right? Or you saw somebody else maybe did the same move but didn't end up good, it created some doubt and fear and questions, becomes this distraction. Or when you want to do your work, launching focus on yourself, people keep disturbing you, want to pull you back into the older habits or whatever the thing. So we call distractions, right? It could be many different ways. And it's those ones, you know, if you launch a rock, what if you hit another rock? Is that you're gonna fall? So you don't want to hit another rock or other rocks or whatever in your way. You want your path is clear. So those are the distraction, okay? So if we can release the baggage, release attachment, less distraction, then what does that mean? Means that you need to focus on your journey. So this video is help you to clear what is happening and how you can be focused on. And when it's launch you almost need to be in the position like an arrow, just like, okay, I don't know where I'm gonna land, but I know if I don't have many distractions, if I don't have this attachment baggages, I know I will land further, and have this trust that you're gonna land further. And this requires a lot of trust and surrender, and allow it, okay? Allow people say whatever they gotta say. Also allow yourself to feel when people say certain things, because if you don't feel it, the energy become denser. So almost like you need to let yourself go through, okay? Let it be. A little bit, just let it be. Not let it go. Let it be. And then let yourself be, okay? And in this moment, because the energy is that's why I call it a big jumping era. You literally are jumping. What you jumping? You jumping through reality. You jumping through timeline. You jumping through different realm. You know, like last week, this week, you even see same person, but you almost feel like something is different. And this is the great time. There's really no integration time, okay? Because you have to integrate. You are integrating when you go. However, when you have not landed yet, okay? I just let you know you are still in the air. So this is so important. So you are almost like free fall. You have to trust, okay? And then I asked a question. I was like, okay, so how can I know when I'm landed, okay? Because it's so important, because like what are some signs that I would know that I'm already landed, okay? So this is very important. So they shared is that like you almost feels like you went through so much, exhaustion, your body is exhausted, you need a lot of rest, you feel so tired, almost like you need to sleep 2 days or 3 days to recover. But I don't think you guys are there now. You almost have more anxiety, more, a little bit paranoid, a little bit stress, a little bit not knowing what's going on, almost like blindfolding. You don't see what's in the front, like miles away, but you already left your campground, okay? So there's no way back. You already on the journey, you're already on this bullet train. You're not gonna get off the train. So congratulations, if you watch this video, you're already on the train. So you are already on this bullet train, and you can get off early, because bullet train, sometimes they have different stops, right? You want to get off, you check where it's going, but just let you know, when you get off there, you try to get on that bullet train again, I'm sorry, you're not gonna work, because bullet train only stop for 2 minutes, and some bullet train just like one stop, okay? So but after you get there, because your body is going through so much changing right now. You might have certain food you suddenly don't want to eat it, or you might have certain food you really want to eat it. You might have some skin rashes going on. You might even look at yourself in the mirror. You see your eyes a little bit different, just like, am I the same person? You are, but you also not, okay? A lot of things already change, okay? So the feeling is like you just feel like you just after a big trip, okay? You want to sleep for a couple of days. That is the big integration, big how to say, rest moments, but you are not there yet, okay? You are not there. You're still traveling, so you're like shaping and sharpening, like you are shaping your reality while you are going. So almost like say that you just have to focus on, okay? And you stabilize as you go. You don't have time. You will not allow you to just, let me just figure out where I'm going and go again. No. You are on this path that you cannot stop right now. So they also saying to keep climbing, go through different states, different level, different realm. Almost they say that you are skipping the grades right now, okay? You're in school, right? But you don't know how many grades you are skipping right now. So it's very, very important. Be very focused. What else? Oh, this is very important. So we talk about the attachment, talk about these distractions. They do not engage, okay? Do not associate with this moment. Let it be. I just talk about that. They say watch the things come at you and past you and after you. So you are being a witness, okay? You witness things coming to you. Things might gonna hit you, but it will not, because you are in this reality, almost like a dream, that you need to allow it to come to you so you can feel it, you can process it, and then allow you to pass you and after you. It's almost a movie. Things come to me, engaging, but not when I say engaging, because I was using as with, I'm almost in a camera, okay? You have the past, present, future. Allow it to happen as a sequence, okay? You come things here, you feel it, you let it go. Do not argue. Do not try to fight right or wrong. This is not a time you want to argue right or wrong, okay? Be a witness. It's so important. And I ask that, how can I be lighter if I'm already aware the attachment and distraction do not engage, do not associate? Like, how can I, what are some things, exercises I can do, be aware in my life to maintain my energy, be lighter? They saying that, this word, I can't even read what I said. Maintain your energy, that's good. They say laugh more, lighter food, definitely veggie, fruits, more alive food, nature, water, and grounding. And they give me big smiley face, said, wait for it. This is not done yet, okay? So on this journey, it's a very, very beautiful journey, and you are in the middle of this with this travel sheet to, you are that rock, okay? You are on your journey to find the landing point. It depends on how heavy you are, depends on whether somebody is holding you back. Okay, remember, the more people holding you back, the more you allow yourself to be held back, the more distraction you allow in your life, the more engagement you have with all the things that are happening, the triggers. Triggers remind you, work through those things and let it go. Okay, and then you will land not as far as it's project to be. Okay, I know this video is super long, but I really think this is one of the most important video that at this moment, big jump era. And let me know whether it's resonate, and be sure to like, follow, and share with other people who might need it. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys soon.